proving ourselves. We always have a reason to prove ourselves. But what that does is that keeps us in a state of pushing for something with wrong intention. You're trying to get approval from other people when you should be doing it for yourself. You go to other people, oh, I got to do this so I can outwork that person. I'm gonna show them that I have my value, I have my worth, that I got everything together. But the only thing that happens when you do that is you're trying to prove to them that you're worth it, that you have value. A lot of people, they go through their days trying to please other people, but we shouldn't be doing that to begin with. We are not people pleasers. I'll say it again. We are not people pleasers. Because at the end of the day, we're going to try to do the best that we possibly could, the right thing that we possibly could, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Because think about it. When you try to be perfect, you're going countless and countless and countless times trying to get it perfect, trying to make it better for someone else. Why not yourself? Why not make things easier on yourself? That's because that proving mindset gives you a drive, but when you prove that point, it all goes away. What else do I have to prove? I already proved that I can run 25 miles, that I can run a marathon. I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna let myself get fat and stop. Oh, I already read a business book, so I already know about this stuff. So it's gonna make me better than everybody else. And once you read that book, once you understand, you're like, okay, well, this is good enough for my business. So now I didn't need to do anything more. That keeps you in a state of complacency. You're stuck in one spot. And that's because you wanted to prove something. You wanted to prove that you were needed. You wanted to prove that you could do it. But now that you could do it, do you want to do it? And was it even for yourself to begin with? Because we'll be like, prove, prove, prove. Oh, I could do it. I know I could do it now. But what's next? What's next? That's why you have to detach from proving to people that you can do things, or proving to yourself that you can do things. Because it was within you all along. All you needed to do was have the consistency to do it. You needed to be true to yourself, have faith in yourself. But you can't even do that. And it's not because you don't want to either. It's because some people don't know any better. Some people go throughout their days and they're told something and they let it pass from one ear through the other. And that's what people say, but that's not the truth. It goes through one ear and it stays in your head. It stays in your head and it goes to the back of your head. Eventually, it'll pop up as, oh, I remember this when I was a kid. Or, oh, I remember why I started liking this, or why I started to dislike this. Those things pop up. Those things pop up. So it's all about the belief in yourself. Because once someone can plant a seed inside your mind, and then you're like, where did I get this concept from? Where did I get this idea from? Oh, well, someone told me this at one point. I forgot about that. But then it pops up from time to time. And when it pops up, you're like, no, that's not me. That's not me. It's been put in you and it brings an influence on you. And then you start to enjoy it. You start to like it. That's why when people try separating themselves from that identity, they can't do it. Not that they can't do it, but they won't do it. They're comfortable. They're used to it. So when you try to pull that away from someone that's creating tension, it's as the Bible would say, you're in the fire of adversity and you're trying to pull away from that. It's like Naruto when he's trying to pull the nine tails out, or he's talking to him, his young, or his evil self, I guess you could say. It's him all along. He has those thoughts, but he just doesn't know any better. He just knows what he was taught, that people hate him, that people don't like him, that they mistreat him. But the truth in front of him is that he was doing that to himself. He was putting himself down because all those thoughts accumulated and it led him to be alone. It led him to be alone. Look at Killer B. Killer B was a person who was expressive. He didn't care what anybody thought. But Naruto did. And that's just one example. There's many examples of different characters that you could bring up and you'd be like, whoa, like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, Vegeta tried proving his authority over Goku. And once he admitted it, he was able to improve. He was able to get over it. He wasn't pissed anymore. He wasn't mad. So you just need to think about those things. Am I trying to prove it to someone? And you really got to sit with it, because you'll lie to yourself and be like, nah. But when you sit with something and a random thought just comes up, that's because somewhere in you it still believes that. Somewhere in there you still believe that people hate you, people dislike you, people are out against you. That's where paranoia comes from. A lot of these things pop up, but you have to sit with them, understand where they come from, because you'll go insane if you don't. So I want this to sink in for you guys and just really question yourselves. But that's all I got today. Peace.